Today, the NASA teams prepared for the SLS fueling test to see if launch date will be sometime in September 27, 2022. If the Artemis 1 vehicle needs to return to the vehicle assembly building, it will delay the launch. After troubleshooting procedures, ground controllers completed loading liquid hydrogen aboard the rocket. Earlier, a hydrogen leak was detected of an umbilical near the base of the rocket. Core stage liquid oxygen is now topping mode, having reached 100% full. Work to load the propellants aboard the SLS upper stage is now underway. Just to give you an update on that hydrogen leak, it has been resolved, so A-OK on that part. But pending the outcome of the fueling tests for today, NASA's options for launch remaining somewhat nebulous in terms of when SLS might lift off on its first launch. Of course, complicating matters in the need to properly review all the data from the fueling test before committing to a launch. And that assumes the fueling test reveals no further leaks or issues. And it gets more complicated because, complicating the situation, you have the flight termination system. Batteries on board the SLS, which have breached their certification limit of 25 days. That previous certification ended on September 6th, and the Eastern Range is responsible for utilizing the FTS should the rocket deviate from course and the need to protect air, land, and sea assets arise. But the good news is NASA has submitted the paperwork and documentation to Eastern Range officials showing that they believe the FTS batteries are still within certification parameters. Of course, if this is held true, a waiver can be issued by the range to permit the September 27th and October 2nd launch attempts without the need to roll SLS back to the vehicle assembly building to retest the FTS batteries. However, the range is not expected to issue a decision until after the fueling test is complete, and it is possible that yet more data will be needed from NASA for a decision to be reached. So, should the fueling test show good performance on the new seals, and should the Eastern Range approve a waiver for the rocket's flight termination system batteries, NASA might be able to attempt the launch of SLS on the Artemis 1 mission as soon as September 27th. Stay tuned and I'll keep you up to date. God bless.